200,000 members, 1,000 congregations, 800 elders, deacons, and local pastors, 3 conferences, churches separated by nearly 800 miles, Omaha to Ottawa, Kansas City to Nebraska City, Chadron to Chanute. The task of moving all of this into one new Great Plains Conference may have seemed daunting to some. But United Methodists across these 3 conferences have met this challenge. We have compromised to reach consensus without compromising mission and ministry. We are making decisions that will help us make disciples. The result is before you today, the Great Plains Plan of Organization. It is a missional playbook. Take a closer look, and let's examine how this new system will work. Our new structure can be seen as a 5-piece puzzle. Each piece has a specific purpose. Brought together, they illustrate our dependence on each other for success in our new Great Plains Conference.
For me, Clergy Excellence is taking each pastor's gifts and graces, enhancing those, but then also taking our weaker areas and building those up, and then making sure that there is a great match between clergy and congregations. So Clergy Excellence and Congregational Excellence will be working together in some ways.
It might have a few more.
Our new conference is bringing us a wealth of experienced and gifted pastors and members, and we will call on them to provide guidance and leadership, serving vital roles under the heading of Clergy Excellence. It is our goal to more clearly define how we can help our local churches move from good to great. Strengthening and supporting our clergy is an important step in this process.
My name is Nathan Stanton, and I am the coordinator of New Church Development for the Great Plains Annual Conference.
It is a world where many are hurting and searching for healing. As a church, we want to explore new ways to take Christ's message to the nones, the people who aren't looking to any church, regardless of the denomination, for answers. It may come in the form of a new church start, or in the revitalization of one of our current churches. It also may happen as we look at some of our existing facilities that may be in the right place, but the mission needs to be re-examined.
Some of the local churches that at one time were thriving and were at different places in their community when they started, those communities are not the same any longer. And for the church to continue to exist in that community, not only the challenge is to reach beyond the walls, but then also what is the challenge to support ministry in that area and to develop a relationship with the community in a way that will not only bring people in, but help to develop the resources that will sustain those churches.
And every church will be called on to take a closer look at ways in which we can enhance the worship experience.
We need churches to have the courage to really confront the fact that maybe the way that we worship is not going to reach the next generation. It's not going to reach those people who say that they are nuns or who are de-churched or have been injured by the church and they just want a safe community. So what does it mean for a church to begin a new church service that is going to be comfortable and to reach a new group of people through just a completely different thing than what they've been used to?
Congregational excellence will also make use of the leadership skills and revitalization ideas of others. They will make up these new teams, providing support, leadership, and new ideas to our churches, camps, campus ministries, and youth ministries. Congregational excellence is connected to mercy and justice. Perhaps no other combination of words better describes the mission of the United Methodist Church. Chapman, Kansas. When the tornado's roar had subsided, United Methodists sprang into action, assisting local emergency management and providing support to those whose lives have been forever changed. In Nebraska, our Micah Corps interns have on-the-job training, working for justice for those whose voices might otherwise be unheard. The Great Plains Conference will combine the strengths of our 3 former conferences' staffs and volunteers to help us achieve mercy and justice for all.
Our plan of organization will provide an avenue for the United Methodist Church in the Great Plains area to raise up people who will work to transform this world. And those important parts of the plan that help us do that, like risk-taking mission and justice, those are parts of the plan that we will honor.
The Topeka office, formerly the headquarters of the Kansas East Conference, will be dedicated to administration for our new Great Plains Conference.
When churches send their mission shares to serve in ministry to the annual conference, it will come to Topeka and be booked and accounted for here. As expenses are incurred and ministries developed, when money needs to be spent, vouchers will be sent here, checks written here to make that ministry possible. In addition, as a part of our office, we will house the benefits office for clergy and lay staff of the annual conference, meaning that billings for that purpose will come from the Topeka office and payments be sent here as well.
This administrative section is a great example of teamwork. In addition to health and pension, staff in Lincoln and Wichita will work closely with the Topeka office for accounting and other administrative services. Channeling these matters into one office will help us both streamline and simplify the many aspects involved with finance and administration.
The office of the bishop. It's the final piece in our connecting pie that, as you've seen, is linked with the other 4 pieces. My dream of going from good to great places a heavy burden on all parts of our conference. Every United Methodist has a responsibility. We're going to rely on each other and rely on God to help us get where we think God is calling us to be. The office of the bishop works with a team of people in our structure that we're going to call the Episcopacy team. You might have heard it before as the Episcopacy Committee. It's a group of people that functions as kind of the staff parish relations committee for the bishop. They evaluate me, they communicate with me, they help me set my priorities. I meet with them twice a year to give a report on my activities and to receive feedback that they might have heard from all over the Episcopal area so that I can hear directly from people how it is that I can improve my work as your Episcopal leader. I also want to talk to you about the proposed Connecting Council. Each of our 3 conferences has a similar group already. We're changing the name, not like Focus Team or Leadership Team or Common Table. The Connecting Council will have a similar function. It will do 4 things. First, it will review. It will look and see how are we doing at our mission and where do we need more attention. Secondly, it will enhance communication with all parts of our annual conference. Third, it will align resources so that we make sure that we're all on the same page and moving to support each other and make the best use of the people and money and opportunities God has given us. And then lastly, it will take whatever actions are permitted between session of the annual conference, where some sort of committee needs to do the things that will help our conference move forward between sessions of the annual conference. The Connecting Council will have 75 members, drawing from a wide variety of teams, as well as at-large members representing all parts of our annual conference. That's the way in which we're going to have leadership that's not simply the bishop and district superintendents and individual teams, but a place where we all come together for prayer, for discernment, for careful discernment about where God is calling the Great Plains Annual Conference. Friends, I'm excited about what we're going to do together. We're good. Let's follow the leadings of the Holy Spirit so that we can be truly great.
A 5-piece puzzle. A picture of a new beginning. Brought together, we are the Great Plains Conference of the United Methodist Church.